Bailey, A Magic School for Girls chapter book, Chapter 8. No Good Answers. In the weeks that followed, Bailey didn't volunteer to help with any projects or demonstrations. She didn't raise her hand when Miss Betsy asked questions, even though she almost always knew the right answer. When Miss Betsy asked, "Who can tell me how many eggs dragons usually lay at one time?" Bailey thought 3. But she didn't raise her hand, even though that was the correct answer. When Miss Betsy asked, "What color is the flame of the everlasting torch?" Bailey whispered purple, but she didn't raise her hand. Miss Betsy asked, "Who can recite the spell for the perfect marshmallow roasting flame?" Bailey sat on her hands and pressed her lips together. She wanted so badly to raise her hand and tell Miss Betsy that she not only knew the answer, but she could cast the spell. But she didn't want Rebecca or her friends to call her a teacher's pet or something worse, or to laugh at her again. So week after week, Bailey stayed quiet and didn't answer any of the teacher's questions during the lessons. One day, at the end of school, Miss Betsy asked Bailey to stay and talk to her after class. "I was just wondering," asked Miss Betsy, "if you finished reading those books you borrowed." "Yes, I did," said Bailey. She pulled them out of her book bag and gave them back to Miss Betsy. "Did you enjoy them?" asked Miss Betsy. Bailey looked to see if any of her classmates were still in the room and listening, but no one else was there. "I enjoyed them very much, thank you." "Would you like to borrow some more?" Miss Betsy asked. As a matter of fact, Bailey did want to borrow more. She almost said yes, but then she thought about what Rebecca would say if she found out. "Gosh, they're doing my name so bad." She shook her head no. "Let me know if you change your mind," said Miss Betsy. "I will," said Bailey. She turned to leave. "Just a minute," said Miss Betsy. "There's something else I wanted to talk to you about." "What is it?" asked Bailey. "I've been looking over your assignments and test scores," said Miss Bailey. "Your grades are almost perfect. You always complete your homework on time. You're at the top of the class." Bailey was glad to hear this. She tried not to look too excited. "But you never raised your hand in class anymore," Miss Betsy continued. "It would be good for you and the other students if you participated more." Said Bailey. How could she explain why she wasn't volunteering to help or answer questions anymore? Rebecca and her friends hadn't been teasing her lately, but would that change if she started answering questions again? "Just think about it," said Miss Bailey. "You're a very smart girl, and you're going to make an excellent witch. But everyone learns best when they share what they know." "Okay," said Bailey, but she had no plans to change how she acted in class. No one needed to know just how much she knew about magic.